green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. No see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred. Meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run on first down. Griffith. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. On first down, it's Griffith. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
7-yard pickup. Ready? 2nd and 3. The 13-yard line.
On second down, it's Griffith. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Hey! Check.
Sleep dribble.
Set.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Broken tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 2nd down, Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
56 is the mic. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
Hey.
56 the mic. Hit it.
Now Wright, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And shutting him off, now open field. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Griffith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down now, it's Griffith. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Will.
59, Mike, 59, Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Platt. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Will Dissly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On the set.
Mike's 56. Check, 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 check.
Ready.
Back to throw. Right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown,
It got his man complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw. Right. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10.
Go to 50, plant.
Right there, 56.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Pick it up. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
2nd and 4. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
We go. 18 Gator.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now.
Back to throw. Right. Screen play. Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down. I'm just going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out.
Check 59.
In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
On 1st down, Platt. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Platt. He's going to rifle one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right, throwing to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Right. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
That's what I'm talking about.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is right. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Hey, exit.
Right now, on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Hold. Defense.
On second down, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Second and 3. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On first down, Griffin. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw. Platt. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
Snap.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Set, ready? 8, read. Hey, Charlie.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike, check. 59. Rip left. 59. Check, 59.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second
Hey,
and
2 stop.
at the 14-yard line.
To throw on second down. Platt. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's go, B.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Platt. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
I got one.
Defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffith, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Right. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Back to throw. Right. This is Reese on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go.
Motion backfield. 55.
Here's Wright. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Cameron Jordan, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. 2nd and 6. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Platt. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffith. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go by.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Back to throw. Platt. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now Wright, operating from the gun. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Right. It fights him off. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Cameron Jordan, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They run it again with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Saints, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next.